Welcome back to New Rockstars, and with Leapfrog being the frog god who manipulated the premarital union between She-Hulk and Daredevil in episode 8 of She-Hulk, Matt Murdock is for sure going to have a lot to confess when he gets back to New York. Because no, he didn't get his ass kicked.
The premarital union! I'm not okay!
All this unsanctioned premarital union.
Did the Archdiocese of Los Angeles sponsor?
Dude, the Archdiocese is going to come down hard on his ass.
Is this a Catholic sanctioned show now?
Yes. We're sponsored by the Catholic Church. That'd be terrible. Because though Matt didn't get his ass kicked, he for sure got that ass slapped. Let me tell you.
That's a thunderclap right there.
Yeah. Right? That's the truest thunderclap of them all. That's why he was walking away in a daze. He was just like, I can't hear shit. I got that thunderclap just really took my ears out. But what if Matthew and Jennifer's sin had more consequences than just Daredevil's spiritual life? What if somehow...
Who wrote this morality tale? What is happening on this show?
I'm obsessed with this. I can't get through this intro with a straight face. This is the hardest I've ever had to try. I'm dying.
This is... I wrote it with Matt's spiritual life.
Through him, with him, in the unity of the Holy Spirit, all glory is on earth, Almighty Father forever and ever. Christ
we gotta make the meme.
Died. Christ is risen. Jen Walters will come again. We hope.
Hey.
And again, and again, and again, and again.
She said she was satisfied, so we have to assume Murdock
we
got
have
her
to
off.
assume, I mean, definitely.
He doesn't have... All his other senses got to be amazing, right? I mean,
right?
The clicks he can do with his mouth.
He can literally hear her heartbeat, so he can, like, I was thinking about this. I was like, okay, what if on the off chance you had to fake an orgasm with Matt Murdock? You can't. You just can't. So, but because he's a superhero, I would like to believe that he follows the heartbeat pattern and figures it out. If he's doing a bad job, he's going to know. You don't have to tell him. You don't have to have that awkward conversation.
No.
He can just be like, you know what, babe? I am going to move a little bit more to the left. Let's go. And I respect that.
Wait, I think you're dead on. We haven't even introduced the host, but I would like to do my first rogue theory, and that's that Matt Murdock has to fake his orgasms because he's so in tune to the biometrics of his partner that it becomes almost like a science project for him and less pleasurable, like where he's like, I can tell how close she is to getting off.
Yeah.
All right. Is that a rogus or a bogus or no?
I would say that's a rogus. I can't believe we haven't introduced ourselves. Hi.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, MT.
I think we have in our own way.
I think they know who it is, guys.
But what if somehow Matt Murdock got the She-Hulk pregnant with a baby she-devil hybrid?
She-devil?
This is Rogue Theory, the show where we pitch the wildest theories for the nerdy titles that we love. My name is MT, and going on with me today is the wonderful Whitney van Lanningham. What's going on, Whitney?
Hi, I'm good. Just thinking about Matt Murdock's dick.
The Murd dick? Oh my God, me too.
Dude, listen, that is just another hallway fight. He won, am I right?
Exactly.
Preach.
We were talking about this earlier. The vagina is the first hallway that we go through in life.
It's Mother Nature's hallway.
Oh my God.
It's Mother Nature's
Why
hallway.
did Jessica's cat have to get injured today? This is so confused. I was having a nice little Thursday. Then Jessica had to call out, and now I'm in this chaos. I
just discovered what sex was last night by watching She-Hulk episode 8. Now I'm excited. And of course, the totally awesome Tommy Bechtold. What's going on, Tommy?
MT, Big Head Gang, Peaches and Cream. I've missed you, my brother. You know, when we're not together, I get a little weaker, like Superman moving away from the sun. It's been too long. There are imposter Big Head Gang members on Twitter trying to join in. Now, the Big Head Gang is inclusive. You can join in, but you can't replace either of the founding members. We are founding fathers in our own way. There is a musical coming out about the Big Head Gang.
Exactly.
Except no imitations.
Our heads are bigger than Mount Rushmore.
We've got giant heads. Well, MT, I gotta say, and I don't want to put any pressure on you, a lot of the rumors are coming around because we can't see you in person. The people are theorizing that you actually have a tiny head and we only see you zoomed in.
Listen, all right, these rumors are unfounded, spread by the intelligentsia.
I said my sweet boy would never lie to me about a giant head. He knows how traumatic it is to not be able to wear snap.
Exactly. Listen, the objects in my room orbit around my melon because of the gravity that my melon produces.
I noticed.
I don't know what that means.
I got it, and I liked it.
But also the bodacious Brandon Barrick. What's going on, Brandon?
Bodacious.
What's up?
Body
crazy, curvy, with big titties, little waist.
One thing about Brandon that you can't tell on camera, he's got triple Fs.
Oh, yeah. We take them out in post.
But yes, this leads us to our first topic of today. This is me being extra rogue because I'm usually not this rogue with my theories, but I'm going to go extra super rogue today because I believe for this rogue theory that Matt Murdock and Jennifer Walters will have a baby together. And like, I think that this would be a really great way to just like keep them connected. And like, it would just be like, hey, I would love to see what a Matt Murdock, Jennifer Walters baby would be like in terms of like, would this person have superpowers? Like, what would their superhero career look like? It would just be super cool to have like a half Hulk, like super soldier type being, be born from this really fun union of two people with great chemistry. But like, I think that this would be a really fun way to like, cause like, I feel like, with the introduction of, Love in Thor Love and Thunder, I think that she's Moondragon. I feel like something's going to happen where like, all these kids are going to be introduced as kids, and then like Kang is going to come, and like time travel is going to like fast forward their aging process, and now we got like older people. It's like, all right, we have the next generation of Avengers, and I think that Matt Murdock and Jennifer Walters could have their own baby, much like Luke Cage and Jessica Jones will one day have their baby, which I've been waiting for that for so long.
Beautiful babies; those are like seriously two of the most attractive human beings on planet Earth.
Exactly, a little mixed baby would be so adorable. It would piss off the Tiki Torch Whites, which is my favorite part.
Hey, leave my cousins alone.
Oh, Jesus, Tommy.
Hulks will not replace us.
Okay, but like, so what powers?
Defenders.
I got a little question, just a little one.
Yeah.
So
I think I know where you're going.
Yeah.
When you hit it.
So would Matt's super hearing powers probably wouldn't get passed on because that's a result of his injury.
Well, he's going to take his child to factories, to chemical plants.
Oh my God.
Be like, hey, let's go.
Just a couple
Anytime he sees Vats in the back of a truck, he just rear ends it.
Yeah. He's just like, let's go.
he puts some freaking chemicals in like the whatever the baby gets baptized in. It's like, all right, we're gonna dip the chemicals in.
They're hanging out at landfills looking for
sharp
leftover
objects,
oil barrels. Yeah.
Going dumpster diving in just mountains of broken glass.
Exactly.
Broken glass.
Broken superhero serum. Broken super soldier serum syringes. Just like, all right, here you go. Just use this. What were you going to say, Tommy? Sorry.
No, I think we all cut Whitney off. Whitney was originally going to ask a question, right? Or did I?
No, that was my question. I was wondering how and what powers.
Okay, I got that. So my question is this a big Zoltar machine scenario where they all get bigger via wish? Or is this a reverse Big Top Pee-wee, where they all, in Big Top Pee-wee, the sequel to Pee-wee's Big Adventure, the old people all turn very young. Is this a reverse where they like eat magical pickles and become large? How are we making these children adults, I guess is my question. Is it via arcade on a boardwalk, or is it via wishes?
I feel like it's going to be via time travel. And like
that
all
makes
this,
more
like,
sense. That's actually more intelligent.
Stuff
but what if Kang is just Zoltar? It's real. I think that's real.
If it could happen.
I think it could happen.
Knows?
They go to play an arcade game. They think, this is going to be fun. But actually, it's a Kang variant in the arcade game possessing the body of the Zoltar. Come on, guys. It's obvious.
I would believe it. I would believe it.
She's absolutely right.
I think that Kang will leave a Jumanji board game
absolutely.
at some point for children
there's no way
to cause more.
Kang, you bastard.
More chaos.
This is becoming Saint Elsewhere, where everything is because of Kang. Like every movie that's ever existed is somehow a result of Kang.
Well, he did write the universe, so I think that's pretty logical.
Ghostbusters, Kang, The Royal Tenenbaums, Kang.
Yeah, it's true. We have Kang de Blanc for Geely, and that's you can't ever take that back.
Ooh, yes, Geely, a good one.
And in his own way, Kang also did the first 2 Daredevil movies.
He did.
The Ben Affleck Daredevils.
Ooh, neat.
Was there 2 or just one of those?
Well, there was Elektra was the sequel.
Oh, right.
But I don't.
Yes.
There's not much Daredevil in the Elektra spinoff. I don't recall. Right. I don't think Ben Affleck wanted to get back into the suit. MT, in this scenario, I like this. Yeah. I mean, my one thing against this is Matt's a smart guy. You know, he's Catholic. He knows he's sinning when he does this thing, but it's cool because you can just go say, I'm sorry, and then the priest says, God says you're okay. But Matt Murdock would know if Jennifer Walters is ovulating. Not to get too in the weeds here. I think he could. I think if he can hear a heartbeat, he could probably hear if an egg is resting in her fallopian tubes or not. If it has dropped from her ovaries and is ready to go, he might also be able to smell her pheromones to see if she's like ovulating at this point. Also, I think we've established
like a bear.
I think we've established here that Matt Murdock is the king of the rhythm method, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He can hear it all. Yeah. He knows.
Yeah, there's no way his pull-out game is weak.
Pull and pray, quite literally.
Also, my girl Jen Walters ain't dumb enough to accidentally get knocked out.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you.
She has an IUD. She regularly
she's not leaving it up to a
gets
guy.
checked for STDs. Yeah, she's not leaving it up to the guy to bring protection. She's protected.
True.
She also, I strongly believe, would have a right to choose that she could or could not keep the baby. I mean, she's a busy
Most
lawyer.
definitely.
It was a one-night stand. Yes, he's great. Yes, he's wonderful. See where the relationship goes. But staying together for a baby isn't a good reason to stay
But
together.
isn't there something special about a woman who waits? I'm just kidding. Sorry. That was a joke. Move on.
You've seen how many people she's hooked up with. Like, she clearly has a plan for one-night stands, and I respect her.
I was going to say, when Jennifer Walters does choose to get pregnant, and you have, you're growing a child inside of you, and at some point it becomes a fetus. When Jennifer Walters becomes the Hulk, does the fetus Hulk out
also Hulk out?
Or does it
Hulk
stay
fetus.
normal?
A focus.
Because in theory,
That's a really good question.
she's sharing blood, she's sharing all of her
We got to bring
hormones,
big question back.
all of her antibodies.
Oh, dude, yeah.
I think I think the baby is hulking out also.
I would like to see the baby.
Which is fine, but what if a fetus is able to hulk out when the mother is not hulked out?
Oh my God.
That could be dangerous, right?
This is a horror movie.
You got a real problem
in the
with
That
MCU.
is so scary.
Yeah.
That just
That's
hurt my
terrifying.
uterus. Don't say that again.
Oh my God. That's such a
my
So this
God.
is the danger.
Getting a hole
This is the
punched
danger
in the
she
uterus
faces.
by your future child is a nightmare that I never want to
It's a
explore.
nightmare.
Nope. Jen, nope.
I should let everybody know. Brandon very delicately explained to me how children are made yesterday.
Yes.
So I just learned all of this. Now he's telling me that they can be Hulks. They can be Hulks.
It can happen.
Full time.
Don't make the baby in your stomach upset. That's all I
Brandon,
gotta say.
you said if we kiss hard enough and really mean it.
Listen, Tommy, babies can be Hulks and pigeons can live in Los Angeles. I don't know what else to tell
That's
you.
true.
No, I'm sorry. Stop lying.
It's pigeons that bring the babies.
It's the
and drop them off on
pigeons
the
that
doorstep.
deliver the babies to the doorsteps
Exactly.
in Los Angeles specifically.
Shouts to the pigeons.
The storks have gone extinct because of pollution, so the pigeons now deliver the baby.
We hunted the storks for their feathers and for their cute little blankets that they carry in
And
their
their
beaks.
and their tasty beaks that went into our beak
Their
stews.
tasty beaks.
Can't
Can't resist a beak stew.
Beak stew.
Delicious. But also, like, this is, sort of getting it, like, super specific, but I guess that ship has already sailed. But, like, so we know that from
The ship
We know
sailed
from the
before we
2000
started recording, MG.
Yeah.
You
It's
can't
the
have
best. I
two
love
people
it.
clinically diagnosed with mental illnesses on the show and then be like, we got to stick to a script. If you put Whitney and I on the same show, you have to just expect Nothing good can come of it.
Nothing good can.
That's why we share an office, because no one will sit with us.
No joke. No one. This is true. Tommy and I share an office because nobody else wants to sit with us.
Literally, one of our other coworkers came by the other day and was like, "We should do like a decorate your office contest for Halloween." And then she looked in our office and she goes, "Oh, you and Whitney will go way too far with it." And I was like, "Yes, we'll kill a person.
We will fucking kill a person and hang him in our office.
We'll have a decomposing corpse."
But no, so we know from the 2008 Hulk movie that, like, you know, Bruce is trying to cure himself from this disease, and he's like trying all these like he's injecting himself all these foreign flowers and stuff, but his body rejects it. So like, can She-Hulk even get pregnant? Because like, if we have,
I think she can.
I was thinking that MT because like the Hulk. I think She-Hulk is a different scenario, right? Because Hulk and Bruce Banner, it's two separate personalities, and like Hulk's whole thing is like survival, right? And that's why he won't let Bruce get hurt. Where like the second Bruce is in danger, he hulks out, right? And like it saves him. Right. And we saw it in Avengers Age of Ultron, right? Hulk gets punched in the face, spits out a tooth, but Bruce isn't missing a tooth because Hulk can grow it back immediately. Right. But I think in like Jen's scenario, her body wouldn't reject necessarily a child because it's natural and it's like supposed to happen. Yeah. It might reject. See, this is where I'm starting to think, Whitney, if Jen Walters is on birth control, does like the Hulk when she hulks out, does that like
nullify it? Oh shit, I didn't even yeah, damn.
Does it destroy the hormones in her blood that's preventing her from getting pregnant?
Yeah, because if she hulks out and she has like an IUD, then
that's what it like destroys it.
It destroys it. Like how you're
the cervix goes like no, get out of here.
Brandon, to your point though, there is one of my, I think I'm not usually a stickler for like deleted scenes. I'm usually like, all right, they were deleted for a reason. The deleted scene from Infinity War when Banner and Hulk have their like they have their like confrontation,
they have like a conversation
where they establish Smart Hulk. I wish that scene was in there. I know we don't necessarily need it for the story, but we need it for She-Hulk. Like it weirdly would make She-Hulk much more explainable because she skipped all the steps that Banner had to go through and just became a Smart Hulk immediately. So I think that Smart Hulks have a certain amount of body autonomy. Like I think they're not necessarily like nothing can hurt us. They're just like, we know nothing can hurt us, so we can prevent it, but we also know how to be rational.
I think, Tommy, it's actually Hulk and Banner that are the weird ones. Yeah. Because Banner had this personality inside of him when he gets the gamma radiation and becomes Hulk. And like that personality is what was like absorbing the gamma and like it created a separate personality. So Jen skipped those steps because she doesn't need to. I think if you inject 100 people on the street, 99 of them are going to be fine.
We're talking Family Feud rules.
We're talking Family Feud.
we injected 100 people.
Steve Harvey with a syringe.
Y'all, I have borderline personality disorder. You cannot give me Hulk serum. I am already the Hulk.
Whitney away from it. We keep Whitney away from it.
I will stay away from the needles, please.
But I do think, Tommy, you're right. They skipped all those tests because she doesn't need to. Because like for her, it's just like, oh, I'm still the same personality. But I do think that the natural instinct of your body to protect you, right? The fact that you faint, a person can faint when in danger because your brain is basically being like, your brain is separate from your personality and your conscious, right? Your brain will do anything it takes to keep itself alive, including shutting down your limbs, making you faint in public, like whatever it needs to do. Your brain does not care about you. Your brain is your enemy, okay? It will kill you to stay alive.
I've always said that. I've been on record saying my brain is my enemy.
Your brain is your enemy. It will kill you to stay alive.
It will, Whitney. Your brain is against you, okay? Your consciousness and your brain are separate things. Go to your closet. Find the tool bag, get a drill, get that brain out of there, okay? If you hear me.
We are passing out lobotomies. You get a lobotomy and you get a lobotomy.
Trichinosis, I believe it is, the habit of drilling holes in your skull.
Yes.
Trichinosis?
Yeah, that thing. Let's all get into phrenology, guys. Let's quit our jobs.
Well, we were talking pregnancy.
Let's get our brains out. Let's just switch brains. Let's do like a freaking what do you call the car thing where everyone switches seats, but we all just switches brains?
Oh yeah,
what we call
drill.
a Chinese fire drill. Which
Yes.
I don't think we say.
We just call it a fire drill. We just call it a fire drill.
I just called it a fire drill. You heard
regular-
me. Everybody heard me.
A good old American fire
good
drill,
old
baby.
regular
Let's
fire
go.
America.
Hang on, say it again.
American fire drill. Tommy's like, not my America.
All right, guys. So to this really rogue theory about like Matt Murdock and Jennifer Walters reunion creating a potential baby. What do you guys think? You think it's rogus, bogus, or just regular ogus?
It's no secret that MT and I have a love affair that is as historic as Romeo and Juliet. It is. It transcends time. He's my soulmate. We get each other. We are able to talk in a language that is not appealing to anyone on the internet, but we like it. Just check some of our past videos on this channel. Go look at the view counts. They're not great. But MT, I love you. So I say this with absolute love. This is the most bogus theory I've ever heard from you. I hate every second of it. I hate it. I love you. I hate it so much.
No. It's totally. I tried to go extra rogue because I'm like, you know what? I usually don't go like super rogue.
You went so extra rogue. We got to charge you. Yeah, we got to charge you for that.
Don't let him talk you out of it.
But no, okay, I will take that bogus because it is very, very out there, super out there.
But that doesn't mean I love you any less. Just so you know.
I know. Yes, we love each other deeply.
We're like Tristan and Isolde.
Oh my God. Holy shit, that was a deep cut.
What a pull.
That was a deep cut.
You will not see me making out with a try guy anytime soon. Let me tell you that because I'm dedicated to you.
Oh boy.
Dedicated to
Because you know
Just
I don't try.
The T guy's catching strays on a road fair. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Here's the deal, MT. I was watching this episode, and I gotta say, the same thought immediately came to my mind when they did the deed. I was like, could they have a kid? What would that be like? That'd be an interesting thing. So I'll give this an O-guess, because I don't think, I was surprised enough that Disney gave us the joy of having a Jennifer Walters who's very sex positive and is having sex and living her life and doing it. I'm happy with that. I don't think they would give us our beautiful she-devil baby. I think it would be great if they did it, but I don't think they're going to do it.
Will the she-devil be played by Roseanne as his kid?
I wish, Tommy. I wish, Tommy.
No, what they're going to do is they're going to get that weird f***ed up baby from Twilight to play.
Oh. Remaster brand or whatever her name is.
No, I want them to bring back the fake baby from American Sniper, and that'll be the baby.
Yeah.
Whitney, what do you think about this theory?
Like Tommy, I gotta say, my friend, you know how much I love you. You know that a fun fact is that at the end of every single, office-wide meeting, MT and I are the only two people who say I love you to each other to close out a meeting. Like, just to close out a regular
I didn't know we were
work
doing
meeting.
that.
So you know how much I love
I love you guys.
Brandon and I used to say I love you to each other at our improv theater we performed at, and people got it was really scandalous. I'd be like, goodbye, I love you.
I really think that Peter 3, Andrew Garfield, like really opened the door for MT and I to do this. Because now we're just Garfielding, baby. It's not weird. You're weird if you don't like it.
Exactly. Hey, life is short. Just express your love anytime you can.
Garfield your friends sometimes. It feels nice.
Exactly.
But that being said, this is so bogus, dude. No way.
Yeah,
no
I will take that. It is very. I will give myself a bogus, honestly. Because it is very. I'll take a nice little what if story about it, but like not
there
in
you go.
like.
Oh yeah, like a
Marvel
what
Studios
if would
canon.
be good. Okay, I'd accept a what if.
I like that.
You know, the most expensive
really
comic book I ever bought was a what if comic book. And it was what if Spider-Man joined the Fantastic Four. And it's the first ever what if they ever wrote. And
oh shit,
this is a story that's not fun for the air, so I'm not going to keep telling it. No, I bought it at a Comic-Con in Virginia, and the sticker on it was from a comic book store in Rochester, New York, where I'm from.
Oh, beautiful.
Chills. They had it had come full circle to me.
That's
anyway,
wild.
I love telling that story. It's always a hit. Everybody loves hearing it.
That's really cool.
It's the type of story that gets people going.
Exactly. But up next, Brandon has a really fun theory that he's going to talk about. But first, be sure to head on over to newrockstarsmerch.com where you can grab our latest obsession shirt, Lady Justice, inspired by the She-Hulk series that is on the TV right now. You can also check out our latest obsession shirt, Ash in Ruin, inspired by the House of the Dragon series. Both of these shirts are limited edition and won't be available for much longer, so be sure to grab them while you still can. Support the channel and head on over to newrockstarsmerch.com today. But we also want to thank Blue Chew for sponsoring Rogue Theory this week. It may be spooky season, but nobody wants to be ghosted in the bedroom. You know what I'm talking about? Blue Chew can give you that extra bit of confidence when it matters the most, when it's time for sex. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in chewable tablets and at a fraction of the cost. You can take them anytime, day, night, twilight, dusk, and you can plan ahead or be ready whenever an opportunity arises. And the process is simple. Sign up at bluechew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers. They have licenses, not like the guy on the street that you talk to. And once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. But in the best part, it's all done on the internet. So no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. Blue Chew's tablets are made in the USA and prepared and shipped direct to your door in a discreet package. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew for free when you use our promo code ROGUE at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's bluechew.com, promo code ROGUE to receive your first month for free. So visit bluechew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring this podcast. And we also want to thank Faraday, because if you're looking to up your wardrobe game this fall, then Faraday has got you covered. Faraday is all about clothing for life's best moments. They make clothes that feel good and that make you feel good. Faraday's a family brand that believes comfort and quality are key. They're passionate about craftsmanship, sustainability, and making clothes that look and feel great. Every piece is designed to be a lifetime favorite. In fact, the clothes even get better with age. And if anything happens along the way, Faraday will replace or fix your clothes for life, no matter what. Layer your favorite pieces for a cozy fall vibe. They've got tons of options for women and men, from their one-and-done jumpsuit to their best-selling soft and stretchy legend sweater shirt that has thousands of 5-star reviews. You're destined to find a new fall favorite at Faraday. Producer Brandon loves his Faraday clothes and wishes he could dress in their fall fashions year-round. And right now, Faraday is giving all Rogue Theory fans 15% off on every order, because we have the deals like that. You heard me. You can get 15% off your order. Head to FaradayBrand.com/rogue and use the code ROGUE at checkout to get this amazing deal. That's code ROGUE at Faraday, FAHERTY brand.com/rogue for 15% off. FaradayBrand.com/rogue. All right, Brandon, take it away for the second theory, because it's going to be a good one.
Okay, I've been thinking ahead, looking at that lovely Phase 5 chart they gave us, and we know Captain America New World Order is coming, right? And they've already told us that the leader is coming back, which was quite a surprise for everybody. Like, we've been waiting. MT's been ringing that bell for 10 years now. But someone else, I think 2 other folks will be coming back in this Captain America film. I think it's time to revisit an old Captain America villain. That's right. I think the Red Skull is going to be returning in Captain America New World Order via a little help from his good friend Zola. They've been separated for so long. Zola's not dead. He lives in the machine. He's out there somewhere.
He lives here too.
He pulled that missile, on the bunker to try and kill Nat and Steve Rogers, who had recently had sex. So he was smart enough to know that, like, I'm not going out like this. But I think Zola's going to be able to get Red Skull back, because now that the Soul Stone has been decimated, Red Skull's free, right? He's stuck on Vormir, but he can get out of there.
I didn't think about that. Yes, he no longer has to.
He's no longer locked there. And like Zola, I think, will find a way to get him back. And maybe Zola has like uploaded his consciousness to some like spaceships out there.
Sword?
We had the Milano. Yeah, the Milano came to Earth. Sword, Tommy. That's a great point. Zola's in space, baby, and he's going to get Red Skull from Vormir, bring him back to Earth, and be like, let's finish what we started. That's the New World Order that we're going to get.
I think that the New World Order is that Elon Musk purchased Zola in addition to Twitter.com, everyone's favorite website. And
Musk was trying to warn us. Most of the fake accounts are Zola. Okay,
Most of the fake accounts are Zola.
All the bots are Zola. That's hilarious.
But yeah, that's what I think they're going to reveal. That the moon, indeed. They're going to reveal that Red Skull and Zola are going to be back in Captain America.
Oh, I love that. That's a great come around, I think.
I want more Red Skull, baby.
I do too.
I love this theory a lot because I think this like wholeheartedly. I think that Red Skull is not done in the MCU because Red Skull is so much of an iconic villain in the MCU, in Marvel history. And like for him to be one and done, like in the Captain America one, and like obviously we had him in Infinity War and Endgame. I feel like it's time for a Red Skull to come back because like if you remember from Infinity War and Endgame, as soon as the sacrifice is made in Vormir, a huge beam of light shoots into the sky, which is very suspiciously like the same Space Stone beam that sent him to Vormir in the first place. The Red Skull himself got shot and sent to a different part of the universe. And I think that, you know, like you said, like I really love that you brought up Zola, bringing the one that's gonna bring him back because like it makes a lot of sense because Zola is so dedicated to that man. Like it's so crazy how much he loves the Red Skull that like he would probably, and like someone brought up the satellite, the sword satellites. Amazing idea because Zola can just upload his consciousness there and just like maybe just download the Red Skull via data. Cause like we know that Red Skull is in Wraith form right now. He doesn't really have a body. He's just like a wisp of like dark smoke or whatever.
You can tell. Oh, well, he had to get there somehow, right? So the same way he got there is presumably reversible, right?
It would be cool if it was almost like how in a lot of movies where there's a magic spell, if you destroy the MacGuffin, the spell is undone, right? So if the stone's being destroyed, what if that automatically teleports him back to Earth and he's just hanging out in Germany? He's like, what happened? Why am I here? What happened to the sea?
If he gets teleported in the middle of the sky where he left off. It's like what the plane was. Like, oh
shit! He just drops right into the ocean. Oh, I can't swim.
I also think Brandon's Zola point is good because Marvel doesn't leave a lot of loose ends, right? And Zola's kind of one of the very few Marvel loose ends that we don't have. I mean, I guess he came in What If, right?
They showed that he's still around in What If, so I imagine he's still got to be around.
And I hate to be a hater, but for whatever reason, What If doesn't register to me as much as the other MCU things because it's a cartoon. And I know I'm a hater.
Go yourself. You know I'm an animation specialist. Go yourself. You dishonor the name of Whitney van Lanningham. You dishonor the name of Jonathan Piricello.
Whoa.
How dare you?
You offend me, you offend my family.
Exactly.
But yes, I think it makes perfect sense for them to come around in the fourth movie with a new Captain America to foil, right? Like it's not Chris Evans. It's a modern Captain America, all the more confusing for kind of both of them. I guess maybe Zola has adapted because he's just been adapting with technology. But Red Skull for sure is going to be like, wait, what?
What are we doing now? Which ones?
I'm sorry, huh?
The Kardashians.
Wait, you can vote now? Like, wait, hold on. What's going on?
Wait,
Black people can vote now? They can be Captain America? I don't know what's going on with this world.
How many women has Pete Davidson gone out with? What?
How do I know who Pete Davidson is? What does he know? What does he know? What does he know?
I do think it's also a great opportunity to reveal that Chris Evans, Captain America, Steve Rogers is still alive when like Sam Wilson has to call him up and be like, how do I fight this guy?
I don't want him to still be alive. He's so old. Let him rest.
No,
Jesus
he
Christ.
Let
him die. This is like you are keeping him alive purely for your own entertainment.
Hey, a lot of us are depending on very old people to stay alive right now.
Yeah. I need him to live. Much like my parents, he is not permitted to die yet. He is not permitted to die.
I understand that, but he's literally hundreds of years old.
No,
like this
is
He's
fine. He's fine.
No.
Whitney's fine.
I'm not saying kill
He's got
your
his
dad.
agency.
I'm saying let Steve Rogers take a little snooze.
I would love for Steve Rogers to like have like a nice peaceful rest eternal rest. But like, there's no way Marvel Studios is going to
not on my watch.
Let Steve Rogers die.
We need the content, baby.
The mouse won't let anyone rest easy.
Oh no! Like
you live forever.
I think eventually, we'll have Tony Stark and Steve Rogers back, like actively alive in the MCU.
I think you're right.
But like for now, it's
Maybe,
gonna happen because like they're huge money makers and like.
Yeah.
It happened in the comics. Like they were like, "Oh yeah, Tony Stark and they're gone." Then they came back. It's gonna happen.
I don't.
All right.
Stay dead. Stay dead.
Stay dead.
Give me a
Stay down.
I don't need any of this. Dude, we already had a Zombie Strange. Do you know how sick and up that thing looked? No, I don't want Robert Downey Jr. coming back less hot. I'm sorry. It may be that selfish of me.
I love you 3000.
And then his beard falls
Lips
off.
dropping off his face.
Yeah, exactly.
Dropping
He's
out.
gonna say, "I love you Z1000" because he's
I'm
a
bringing the
zombie
party
now.
to you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Nose falls off, eye falls out. Yes.
Blue.
Well, if we have to vote on this,
Let's vote on it.
Oh,
Let's
right.
vote on this.
Yes.
Let's do it.
this is getting 100% Rogus for me.
Majorly for me as well, like double Rogus because like the Red Skull is not done in the MCU.
No.
Zola's too much of a kiss ass to let him go. So
I
yes,
agree.
I'm just
Rogus
like,
for me.
Let's do it.
honestly, I'm just like, oh, you guys kiss already. Like, we get it. You're obsessed with each other. Like, we know.
Please.
Just do it. That's like a workplace romance that, I think that we all see coming.
Yo, imagine if like Zola just professes his love to the Red Skull. It's like, listen, I've always loved you, and he's just like. And maybe he rolls with it. You just kiss the computer screen. It's like, I love you,
Yeah,
Zola.
we'll have to see. Will the Red Skull Garfield him back? Or will Zola just be me and MT in a meeting, only one saying it?
Right? It's like, all right, thanks, guys. We'll be back next week.
I just got the call back to Garfield. I thought you meant
thought
the cat.
Garfield the cat.
Yeah, I was like, what is
yeah.
it? I was like,
no, I'm
does
so
Garfield
sorry.
famously say "I love you" back to people? And I was like, oh,
Yeah,
and-
no.
Oh yeah, he says it to John.
Lasagna.
He says it to
Lasagna.
lasagna very willingly
Exactly.
and very frequently.
Yeah.
and normal.
And he always
secretly.
says it to Mondays. Every Monday, he's just like, I love this Monday so much.
That's not true. You don't know Garfield lore. You're exposing yourself as a fraud. Right
Fake
now.
Garfield fan.
I'm a fake Garfield stan. We
This
will
guy's
rise.
he's an imposter.
Wait, did we all vote on like all three
Yeah,
Roguses?
yeah,
Is
yeah.
that what we're doing?
Yeah, it's a hella Rogus
Listen,
for me.
oh my God, triple Rogus. This makes Brandon our big. I mean, we don't do winners, but like, yeah, we'll do winners this episode. Which
Yay!
makes Brandon our winner for today's Rogue Theory with the most Roguses.
What a
Clap
cute
for
smart
Brandon.
baby! Yeah!
The smartest boy
The
in the
smartest
world.
boy in the whole world.
My sweet boy. I love you, my sweet boy.
But now it is time for our Rogue question. Are you guys ready for this one?
Yeah, I'm
Let's do
It's
it.
kind of spooky because now that Werewolf by Night has made its way into the MCU and opened up the cabinet of monsters, what rogue battle would you like to see happen between a Marvel hero or villain and a classic movie monster? So, like, you could do like, well, Tony Stark and the Invisible Man. Why am I blanking on a monster? The Mummy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or
You were
I don't-
right there. The Invisible Man's
yeah,
one
the
of them.
Invisible
Invisible
Man
Man,
is
there we
one.
go.
Yeah, that's very
Classic.
I've done
That's
it.
classic. I'll go with one that I was pitching earlier, Tommy, unless you want it.
No, take it. I've got one.
I think you gotta take Resurrected Man versus Resurrected Man, built by scientists, not
Yes.
supposed to be here, torn asunder. You have Frankenstein, or what you might call Frankenstein's monster, but we'll call Frankenstein for Bonnie here, versus Vision. They're two monstrosities that have to fight each other. But yeah, I want to see Frankenstein versus Vision in a battle for science experiment superiority.
I like it.
Which one deserves to live?
I have a feeling that Frankenstein's monster has no idea what the ship of Theseus is. So that should be very
Yeah, you
interesting.
can't logic your way around Frankenstein's monster.
that has to be a
He
fight.
threw a little girl in the water. He killed a girl.
Yeah.
He killed a little
he does.
girl.
He
He doesn't
does.
care.
You can't.
You know, want to know something really messed up? When I was a kid, my friend's mom used to show us Frankenstein, and when that part where he kills the little girl would come on, she'd be like, "You get what happened? Do you understand what's happening here?" And we'd all be like, "Yeah." He's like, and then she'd be like, "He's killing a little girl," and we would go, "Yeah, we know, and we don't like it." But she loved that part. That was her favorite part. So shouts to her. Hope she's
Okay,
doing
I'm going to
great.
call bogus on your friend's mom. That is terrible, and I don't like it.
Well, she also thinks that Confederate monuments shouldn't be torn down. So, I mean, a lot of bogus. Let me pitch my thing. The Invisible Man has become insufferable. He is releasing statements that are inflammatory. He is making headlines. He's sexist. He's a pig. He's rude. He's thoughtless. Enter Sue Storm. And it's a good old-fashioned invisible battle of the sexes. It's Bobby Riggs versus Billie Jean King all over again. Invisible on invisible. The fight
I would love that.
for sight. Who will be spotted first?
I love
The cheapest movie Marvel ever has to make.
And you don't even need to hire actors for this.
There are no actors. It's only B-roll shots of parks and buildings, and then
Just a room where stuff keeps getting knocked over.
Yeah. Exactly.
Literally,
so you guys get it.
cinema
You guys
history
get it.
right there.
I get it.
I love it.
I love it.
Sounds
I love
great.
it.
What you think, Whitney?
All right. Please know that in my heart, I consider this a yes and a contribution to Brandon's already stellar theory. I'm not trying to copy, piggyback, whatever. However, I would like to say Vision versus Young Frankenstein, because that would be hilarious.
Young Frankenstein.
That's fun.
Okay.
The cool
Put
one.
on
Like a team up.
The putting on the Ritz one. I want to see Vision do putting on the Ritz. Let me have that.
Yeah.
I love this. I love all of these, but I've got to give it to Tommy for Invisible Man versus Invisible Woman.
The battle of the Invisibles.
I would love to see that. It's a scene of that just happening.
And also I feel like in every iteration, the Invisible Man becomes a insufferable, problematic. I mean, at certain points, he becomes a rapist murderer, but in the tamer versions, he just becomes an asshole. So no matter what, the Invisible Man always is like, oh, I have this power to not be seen. I'm gonna break bad. So I think he needs to
Too much power.
Ooh,
Too
rogue
much power.
theory. The Invisible Man is in charge of intelligentsia.
I believe it.
The coffee shop.
The coffee
and
shop?
the She-Hulk.
But that is it for this really unhinged episode of Rogue Theory. I love each and every one of you. This was amazing. Thank you to Whitney van Lanningham, Tommy Bechtold, and Brandon Barrick for joining me on this wild ride. You can support our channel by checking out all of our awesome merch over at newrockstarsmerch.com. Do not forget. And if you got thoughts on some of our rogue theories, you can share them on our Discord. So if you're over 18, search for New Rockstars Discord server and join the conversation today. You can follow me at MasterTainment if you want to see me tweet some weird shit. You can follow New Rockstars on all social platforms and be sure to subscribe to our channel here on the YouTube machine. Thank you guys so much for spending time with us. We appreciate you guys times a million. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.